Greetings. So I'm gonna do this video on Dr. Mundo in the Season 3 jungle, who I personally feel is the strongest jungler in Season 3. Currently with the itemizations, how it is on PB. Like, this may not be true when the patch goes live, but right now in PB I feel he's the strongest. And for masteries for him, that's how we're gonna build him. We're gonna go it's pretty much 9-0-21. Like, this is how you're gonna build like every jungle. Yeah, with that, and then take from turrets, slow, missing health, missing get that. Get that, that's a 1-point wonder, and then you can, yeah, no, wait, you need tenacity. I'm building it wrong. So I get 3 in the tenacious, and then 1 in the legendary armor. Legendary armor is okay, but for the price, I don't really think it's that good. Like, if you have 100 armor, 100 magic resist, so he gets 5 armor, 5 magic resist for 4 points. So I'm just gonna not get any points in that, and I'm gonna get honor guard. So it's 9-21-0. So get all the health things, all the reduction things that help you tank the jungle better, and yep, and that's that. So for runes though, the runes are the big thing that, yeah, it's 9-21-0. Screw you. The runes are the big thing that changed with the new jungle. So for Mundo at least, like, mainly because they nerfed flat pen runes, but they didn't nerf the dual pen runes. So you can get armor pen and magic pen runes, which actually helps out with Mundo, who does a split of both damages. So I'm just gonna get full stack of that on that. And for my seals, I'm still gonna get armor, which I got before. You just get flat armor. If I can find it. Too many runes. And then for the glyphs, you get magic resist per level, which is right. Oh, there's so many runes on here. 2.71. There it is. You're gonna get magic resist per level. The quints don't really matter, but I personally like running armor runes on flat armors. Get it? Did I get it? Where's the... There it is, flat armor. That's right at the top. That's going to give you plus 25 armor at level 1, which is so beast. And then you can even start a cloth armor. So you can be running around like 75 armor on Mundo at level 1. We're going to start up a game. Create the game. Show you what items I build on Mundo.
Mundo!
So the main reason why Mundo is so good in the new jungle is because he still has his really fast speed clearing with W, but since they raised the health values on a lot of the big mobs in the camps, his cleaver does a percentage of the mob's health. So basically, his cleavers do even more damage than it would before. Like, you know, it's like what, 20-something% of 1,000 health. So just because they raise the health, your cleaver is going to do even more damage. I'm not actually going to do the jungle clear itself because you need a pull, but I'm just going to give you the basic rundown on the items. Mundo's itemization actually didn't really change that much since they updated all the items. All they really did was kind of tweak around some of the items that made Mundo good. So a lot of people get the Hunter's Machete. I actually don't think that you need to do that on Mundo. Instead, I'm just going to get a cloth armor and 5 potions to start with. With this alone, you can full clear the jungle if you get a good pull. And after that, like, you can do an early Ninja Tabby, which I like to do. That'll give you like 100-something armor, like 110 level 1. And then you can start building towards your Warmogs. You can get the... They changed Warmogs a little bit because it's a little bit cheaper now. It's 2.6k. They nerfed the health on it, and then they added the Fawn passive to it. So it's kind of like a nerf and a buff to Mundo, but it's easier to get the health that you need to get. And then you're going to start working towards... it depends on how fed you are, but right now the Spirit Visage is so beast, because at this point you're going to need some magic resist. And it's kind of expensive, 2,200 gold, but the new Spirit Visage is really good because they buffed the healing and regen draining effects on yourself. Like, I think it used to be 15%, and now it's 20%. And it also gives a little bit more CDR too, I think. So Spirit Visage is really good for Mundo. And another reason why Mundo is really strong too is because Aegis was a good pick on Mundo before. And they also upgraded this into Runic Bulwark, which is going to give even more health, even more regen, and even more magic resist. So it gives you more of an in-game kind of item. And then also another big buff to Mundo was the Randoance buff, which is right here. They gave it to where it has 500 health now and 70 armor, and also it's more of a consistent slow. So that's actually really good for Mundo. So pretty much like all the Mundo's cores items like kind of got buffed all around, and then on top of it they added a perfect in-game item for Mundo. Before, if I was hitting 6 items of Mundo, I would get a Phantom Dancer, which is pretty good. But now they had the Zephyr, which I like even better. It gets 10% movement speed, it gives 10% CDR, which is really good on Mundo, 50% attack speed, so you can just nail people with your E even harder. And then it also adds tenacity on top of that. So since I got the Ninja Tabby, and I'm going to have this at the end of the game maybe, if I get really fed, it gives me like a better in-game kind of option. So I think overall the new jungle kind of itemized better for Mundo, and he's still the speed clear he was before. And that is going to be my video on Mundo.